Chapter 1, The King of Fundraising. Some 3,000 years ago, a man pulled off the unthinkable. He raised over $400 million in today's money, in a single night. I call him the King of Fundraising. His name? King David. King David had a vision, to build a majestic temple that would serve as a place of worship for generations to come. The Israelites, who had long worshipped in a temporary tabernacle, needed a permanent sanctuary. But such a grand project required resources far beyond what any single person could provide. David knew he couldn't achieve this alone. He needed the collective support of the people of Israel, from their leaders to the common household. And so, he set out to execute one of history's most remarkable fundraising campaigns. His first move was strategic. He brought together the princes and princesses of all the tribes of Israel and appointed prominent individuals to serve in key leadership positions in Jerusalem. This wasn't just about governance, it was about unity. By ensuring every tribe had representation, he built trust and strengthened the national identity. But planning alone wasn't enough. He needed buy-in, not just from the wealthy, but from every household. He invited captains of armies, officers, and heads of families to a grand event, a lavish gathering where he would make his case. And there, under the glow of candlelight, King David delivered one of the most powerful fundraising speeches of all time. He stood before them and laid out his vision with absolute clarity. He painted a picture of the temple, not just as a building, but as a lasting heritage, a gift for their children and their children's children. He detailed the resources required and explained how every contribution would be used. Then, leading by example, he made the first and largest contribution, a staggering amount of gold and silver. With passion in his voice, he issued a challenge. Now then, who will follow my example and give offerings to the Lord today? And one by one, the leaders stepped forward, willingly giving their wealth to the cause. What began as a speech turned into a movement. That night, they celebrated not just a fundraiser success, but the unity and shared purpose of an entire nation. The temple was eventually built by his son Solomon, and it stood as a testament to King David's vision. Even though the first temple was destroyed, it was rebuilt time and again, proof of the enduring power of King David's vision. His legacy wasn't just in the stones and gold. It was in the unwavering belief that a shared dream could unite people across generations. The lessons, fundraising strategies from King David. King David's approach to fundraising wasn't just effective, it was timeless. Below are some valuable lessons we can learn from his success. 1. Cast a vision that inspires. David didn't just ask for donations, he shared a vision. He painted a picture of the temple as a heritage site that would stand for generations. People don't give to needs, they give to visions. How to apply this today? When making an appeal, don't just talk about the problem. Paint a picture of the future. Help donors see the long-term impact their contribution will have. Whether you're building a shelter, funding scholarships, or launching a community program, make your vision compelling enough that donors want to be part of it. 2. Bring everyone to the table, DEI in fundraising. David knew that unity was the key to success. He appointed leaders from every tribe of Israel to serve in Jerusalem. This ensured no group felt excluded and that all communities had a stake in the project. How to apply this today? Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, aren't just buzzwords, they are powerful fundraising tools. Engage diverse voices in your campaign. Include leaders from different backgrounds, ensure representation in decision-making, and make everyone feel like they belong. People support causes they feel included in. 3. Get buy-in from influencers first. David didn't start by asking the general public for donations. He first gathered the leaders, the princes, captains, and heads of families. By securing their commitment, he created momentum and made it easier for the rest of the people to follow. How to apply this today. Before launching a public fundraising campaign, get buy-in from key stakeholders, board members, major donors, corporate sponsors, or community influencers. Their early commitment acts as social proof, encouraging others to give. 4. Lead by example. David was the first to give. He didn't ask for contributions without making his own sacrifice. His personal donation wasn't just a financial commitment, it was a statement of belief in the cause. How to apply this today. If you're leading a non-profit or fundraising campaign, make sure you contribute first, and make sure your donors know about it. This builds trust and credibility. When donors see that leadership is fully invested, they are more likely to give. 5. Show accountability and transparency. David laid out exactly what the money would be used for, how much gold was needed, where the silver would go, and how the workers would be compensated. People gave because they trusted that their resources would be well managed. How to apply this today. Donors want to know where their money is going. Be transparent about your budget, expenses, and impact. Publish reports, provide updates, and communicate results. When people trust that their gifts are being used effectively, they are more likely to give again. 6. Create a sense of occasion. David didn't make his appeal in an ordinary setting, he created a grand event. The atmosphere was celebratory, making it more than just a fundraiser, it was an experience. How to apply this today. Make fundraising events memorable. Whether it's a gala, a virtual campaign, or a community celebration, create an experience that makes people excited to give. People give more when they feel connected to a cause in a meaningful way. 7. Issue a challenge appeal. David didn't just ask for donations, he challenged people to match his giving. This made giving a collective effort, with people feeling personally responsible for the success of the campaign. How to apply this today. Encourage donors to match contributions, set fundraising challenges, or create giving competitions. People are more likely to give when they feel challenged, or when they see others giving. King David's fundraising appeal formula, TVIPC. A powerful fundraising appeal followed the fundraising dinner. King David's speech in 1 Chronicles 29 provides a timeless model, which I call TVIPC. This formula, TVIPC, follows 5 key steps. 1. Transparency and vulnerability, T. Be open about where you are. 2. Vision, V. Clearly state your mission, why it matters, and who you serve. 3. Impact and past contributions, I. Show what has already been accomplished. 4. Present contribution and needs, P. Explain what you need and how it will be used. 5. Challenge appeal, C. Inspire action and invite people to give. 1. Transparency and vulnerability, T. Be honest about where you are. Start by introducing your organization with honesty. Acknowledge your challenges and limitations, showing donors why their support is critical. Example from King David, my son Solomon, whom God alone has chosen, is young and inexperienced, and the work ahead is great. How to apply. 1. Be transparent about challenges, e.g. lack of funding, early stage growth. 2. Show vulnerability, people connect with real struggles. 3. Emphasize the greatness of the work ahead, and why help is needed. Example for a non-profit appeal. Our organization is still young, and the work ahead is enormous. We have a big vision, but we can't do it alone. Right now, we are working hard to expand our programs, but the reality is, we need support to make this possible. 2. Vision, V. Define your mission and purpose. Now, shift the focus from your organization's struggles to its greater purpose. Paint a picture of why this work matters. Example from King David, because this temple is not for man, but for the Lord God. How to apply. 1. Clearly define the mission. 2. Show that the work is bigger than just your organization. 3. Inspire people with a higher purpose. Example for a non-profit appeal. We are not just building a school, we are creating a future for hundreds of children who deserve access to quality education. This project is bigger than us. It's about changing lives for generations to come. 3. Impact and past contributions. Show what has already been accomplished. Build trust by showing what has already been achieved. Demonstrate that past support has made a real difference. Example from King David. With all my might, I have prepared for the house of my God, gold for things of gold, silver for things of silver, bronze for things of bronze, iron for things of iron, wood for things of wood, onyx stones, glistening stones of various colors, all kinds of precious stones, and marble slabs in abundance. How to apply. 1. Highlight previous successes and milestones. 2. Show how donations have been used effectively. 3. Build donor confidence. People give when they see results. Example for a non-profit appeal. Thanks to generous supporters, we have already built 3 classrooms and provided school supplies for 300 students. These efforts have positively impacted the lives of these kids and their parents, but we still have a long way to go. 4. Present contribution and needs. State what you need and how it will be used. Tell people what you have already invested and what additional support is required. Be specific about how donations will be used. Example from King David. Because I have set my affection on the house of my God, I have given over and above all that I have prepared, my own special treasure of gold and silver, 3,000 talents of gold, 7,000 talents of refined silver, for all kinds of work to be done by the hands of craftsmen. How to apply. 1. Show that you or key stakeholders have already invested in the project. 2. Clearly state the financial goal and where the money will go. 3. Give donors confidence that their gift will have a direct impact. Example for a non-profit appeal. To complete this school, we need to raise $100,000. Every dollar will go directly toward construction, teacher salaries, and school materials. Myself and my board members have already pledged $25,000. We need your help to reach the finish line. 5. Challenge appeal. Inspire action and invite giving. Close with a powerful call to action, challenging people to give and be part of something meaningful. Example from King David, who then is willing to consecrate himself this day to the Lord. How to apply. 1. Make a direct appeal. Will you join us? 2. Use inclusive language to invite collective action. 3. Create a sense of urgency. Now is the time. Example for a non-profit appeal. Now, we ask, will you stand with us to bring education to these children? Will you be one of the change makers who make this possible? Every gift, big or small, makes an impact. Give today, and join us to transform lives of the children we serve. The TVIPC formula ensures your fundraising appeal is compelling, transparent, and action-driven. When you 1. Start with honesty and vulnerability. 2. Inspire with a clear vision. 3. Show past impact and credibility. 4. State your investment and specific needs. Make a strong challenge appeal copyright symbol. You create a message that moves people to give generously. Now, it's time to use the TVIPC formula to craft your next fundraising appeal and inspire your prospects and donors to give generously.